All right, guys, we're here at Edwards Auto Group, the service center. I'm with my expert technician, Alex. I've got a flat tire today. I have no idea what to do. I've heard of plugging, I've heard of patching, so I'm gonna rely on the expert. Alex, can you give me some insight on plugging versus patching? Which one's better? What do you guys do here?
So here we would definitely recommend a patch, and the type of patch that we use is a plug patch combination, so you're actually going to get the hole plugged and a patch on the inside of the tire. A plug we would consider a temporary fix. It can fall out of the tire, and it also, a lot of times they end up still leaking air. So that's definitely a temporary fix, where the patch would be the permanent fix.
The patch now, is that an all-time, or is there certain areas or certain times that the patch won't work for you?
Yeah, so there is times where the tire will have to be replaced. If the hole is within 1 inch of the edge of the tread, then normally you would have to replace the tire, because the patch basically needs to be on a flat surface rather than on the corner where the tire bends.
Okay.
To be a good seal.
Very good to know. Let's take a look at my flat. I got a nail in there and see if we can't figure it out.
Sounds good.
All right, Alex, this one is pretty obvious. You can see the nail. There's also times that I've had flat tires. I can't really tell why. How do you go about figuring out where that leak is coming from?
So normally I would look over the tire and see if there's anything visible, like obviously we can see the screw on this tire, but we would take soapy water with dish soap in it and spray the tire down, turn it around, and you'll have bubbles coming from wherever it's leaking. It also could leak from the sidewall, like corrosion on the sidewall around the tire. And then if we couldn't find the leak that way, we also have a dunk tank where we can dunk the tire, submerge it underwater, and then you look for the wherever the bubbles are coming out, and then we would mark the hole with a tire chalk.
All right, Alex, we got it loaded up. We found the leak. Tell me what comes next.
So basically we have to take the valve core out of the valve stem to remove the air from the tire. And then we'll use our tire machine to break the bead and get this tire removed from the wheel. And then we will have to remove the screw that caused the leak in the tire. And then basically we will grind down a rough surface around where that hole is in the tire. And we'll use patch cement, tire cement, to seal the patch to the tire, and then we'll reinstall the tire and we will air it up and make sure that the tire is no longer leaking. I'd say looks good there.
All right, Alex, you did a great job helping me out getting that tire patched up. I appreciate that. So if I come in and let's say we can't patch that one, I gotta get it replaced. Walk me through that.
So like we talked before, if the hole in the tire is within 1 inch of the sidewall, then the tire will have to be replaced. To determine whether you need to replace more than just that tire was going to go off the tread depth of your other tires. If you have all 3 other tires worn down and you put 1 brand new tire on, then you're going to be sitting uneven. So at that time you'd want to replace probably all 4 tires, or at least the 2 tires on that axle.
Yeah, you don't want to be driving around with different treads on different tires. You want them to be relative and just to stay safe.
You want them to be closely matching as far as the tread depth goes.
Absolutely, and I know that if you bring your car into Edwards, the service center will replace 4 tires starting at $350, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Beautiful. All right, well, I appreciate the time today. I was very enlightening. You have a great day, Alex.
You too, thank you.
All right, brother.